On this video, I would like to show you how to play the intro of the song Dance Monkey by Tones and I. Not super challenging. Let me show it to you in a couple of different steps. So let's talk about 4 chords that you're going to be playing. I would recommend getting a notepad or something that you can write these letters, write them in order. So we're playing F sharp, A, and C sharp. That's an F sharp minor chord. And I would suggest playing that with probably fingers 1, 3, and 5. Now, this is middle C. As you can see there in the shot, I'm a lot higher than middle C. So I'm going to start with that chord. So I would just play them as a batch right now, one time. Move to the left. The next one that we're playing is D, F sharp, and A. Also fingers 1, 3, and 5. So D, F sharp, and A. After that, you're going to move a little bit to the right to play an E major. That's going to be E, G sharp, B. And then after that, we're going to play the 4th chord, which is going to be a C sharp minor, which is C sharp, E, and G sharp. So right now, I think as a first step, I will practice just playing this. 4 counts each. Hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can take your time, do that even a little bit slower if you need to. Important product, try to do 1, 3, and 5. It's gonna make it a little bit more accurate if you use those fingers. So I wouldn't recommend doing other fingers because I think that's actually gonna probably help. Now, the next thing that I want you to try to do is to play them 8 times each, very slowly and very steady. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can slow it down if you need to. What's important about that is to go ahead and play it very steady. Once you have that and once you can play that correctly, let me show you the little part because the left hand, it's fairly interesting. I think once you see it on paper, it looks a lot more challenging than it actually is. But I think if I show it to you, it should be fairly easy. So you are going to be this, and I'll show you almost the second part first, and then we'll stitch it. So what we're trying to do is this. So I'm going chord with the right hand, and F sharp on the left hand, then chord again with the right hand, and then I move to the second chord, which is a D major, and play at the same time D and D, F sharp, A. So it sounds like this, super slow. And I will practice just doing that. It's a little bit of a zigzag between the hands. I'm doing right, left, right together, both hands. And again, I will just practice that. Try to get it to the point that you can speed it up. It is going to be fairly fast when you play it with the actual song and at the speed that it goes. So once you have that, then we just need to stitch the notes that are going to go before, because you're going to start with the F sharp on the left hand, play the chord and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you count 6 times on the right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then do the second pattern that I show you. There's a little bit of a rest right after you move, and then you start again. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the interesting thing is that the next couple of patterns are very similar. The notes change. So the second time, we're going to do the same thing here. So we're doing right, left, right, and then together on the E major chord with the note on the bottom as an E. So the second one will be, and again, probably just repeat that. Again, just so you can get it under your fingers before putting the next part. So after that, again, pretty much the same pattern again on the chord. And then there's a couple of notes that you don't play. You don't play on beat 4 for that one. So when we're doing this one, we do the chord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E major, E, G sharp, B, bottom note on E, the chord again, E, G sharp, B, and then quickly to play a C sharp minor with C sharp on the bass. That will be C sharp, E, G sharp with C sharp on the bottom. Remember, you can slow down the tutorial on the settings on YouTube, and at the same time, definitely watch more than section if you need it, repeat the section because it's almost, like I'm going fairly fast to not make the tutorial too long, but the idea is to go one step at a time in sections. So if I play it fairly on the slower side with a drum beat here, it's gonna sound like this. And so on. So my suggestion would be just work the sections out and you should be able to play it. One last thing, the song is very staccato, so very short notes. If you play these notes long, it may just almost change the vibe and not sound correct. So try to play the notes very short, try to do it with a drum beat. Try to also play it slowly so you can get the feel of the song. Once take the song, slow it down, play it slowly first, and then try to get it up to speed. So I hope that helps, and I hope that gets you guys to play this song. The song is pretty cool. It has a couple of other moments that you stop. There's a moment that you're playing an E major chord down here, and then a C sharp minor chord. Nothing too much to it. But with that intro, I think you can probably figure out the other parts of the song, and definitely it's a cool song to learn on piano.